Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial on getting started with Dynare Julia. Today I am going to guide you through the technical steps of replicating the endocrine model in Dynare Julia. Let's jump right in. First, you'll need to access Dynare Julia on GitHub. The link is github.com/Dynare Julia. The latest version is v0.9.18, and on this page you'll find all the documentation and steps you need to get started. There's also a link to more detailed guides on how to install and use Dynare Julia effectively. Next, let's install Julia and Visual Studio Code. First, download Julia. Go to julialang.org/downloads and choose the version that matches your operating system. Once downloaded, follow the instructions to install it on your computer. Second, download Visual Studio Code. Go to code.visualstudio.com, download the installer, and set it up. VS Code is a great idea that makes coding smoother and more efficient. After installing Julia and VS Code, we need to connect the two. 1. Open Visual Studio Code. 2. On the left-hand side, click the Extensions panel. 3. In the search bar, type Julia and install the first result that appears. This step integrates Julia with VS Code, allowing us to write and run Julia code easily. The endocrine model we'll be working with involves solving mixed complementarity problems. To set it up, 1. Install path. Visit the Dynare Julia GitHub page for detailed steps on installing path. Create a file called startup.jul in your project folder. Replace the placeholder text in the file with your license code, which is available on the GitHub page. 2. Create a project folder. Organize all your files into one folder. For example, I've named mine 2024 Q3 Julia October. Inside this folder, you'll save .mod files for the model code, .gel files for scripts, and output files like CSVs, logs, and PNGs for your results. Now, let's activate Julia and set up the environment. 1. Open Julia in the terminal. In VS Code, press Shift plus curl plus P or Command on Mac and type Julia start REPL. Select this option to open the Julia terminal. 2. Switch to the package environment. Type the right bracket key to access the package manager. To return to the Julia prompt, press backspace. 3. Activate your project folder. Arduino copy code activate path to your folder. 4. Add the required packages. C# copy code add Dynare, add CSV. These will install Dynare Julia and any necessary dependencies. Now that everything is set up, let's run the model. 1. Open your .jl script in VS Code. For example, I have a script called case8.jl. 2. At the top of your script, make sure to import the necessary packages using the using keyword. 3. Press the Run button in the top right corner of VS Code. This will execute your script and generate output files, such as CSVs with simulation results and PNGs for plots. A quick note on Dynare Julia. Its syntax is very similar to Dynare for MATLAB. You declare variables, model blocks, and steady-state models just as you would in Dynare. For the endocrine model, we simulate a perfect foresight model over 150 periods and solve a mixed complementarity problem. To specify shocks over multiple periods, use the scenario exclamation keyword followed by the name of the shock, the period, and its value. Once you execute this script, the simulation results will be saved and ready for analysis. And that's it. This video covered the essential steps to install and get started with Dynare Julia, as well as some basics for running the endocrine model. If you're interested in learning more about the model or exploring additional simulations, check out the other videos in this series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.